Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to day 16 of Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month, celebrating our diversity across the spectrum and our differences within it. Today I'm going on a self-date this morning. I'm all sort of dressed up with my good vibes only t-shirt on. I've got a sparkly eyeshadow. I don't know if you can see that, but it is sparkly because I'm a sparkly girl. And I'm feeling really good. Yeah, so I'm on a self-date this morning. So why is it important and essential to self-date? Well, self-date puts you back in touch with your own soul and inner being. And today I'm going to the cinema and I'm going to watch Skyscraper. It's a really good film. And I love all the magic of the cinema, the wonder of it, and being at the cinema really puts me back in touch with my own soul and being, because I'm an excitable person. I love movies. I love the whole cinematic experience. It's very magical for me and very beautiful for me. So I'm really going to enjoy myself. And I'm out all day today. I've got a day off of doing nothing, but, you know, having fun and enjoying myself. So I'm walking to the cinema at the moment. So I thought you'd join me for my self-date before I go into the cinema. So it's nice to have you along with me. Feels a bit weird having a self-date and then people joining me, but you know, the real self-date is actually at the cinema itself. But you know, I'm kind of like in the meeting myself stage at the moment and got ready, so I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't been to the cinema for a little while, so that's going to be amazing. It's just such a good feeling for me. So it's 10:40 in the morning the performance starts, and it's on for like an hour and 42 minutes. Then I'm going over to my parents to see them and my guinea pigs, my little baby girls. And then I'm going to see a friend who I haven't seen since Christmas. And she's like a best friend from school, primary school actually, I've known her since. So this is really good, having friends. I've got more and more friends these days, and I thank God for them because they're absolutely amazing. And I think when you're asexual as well, it's really important that you've got lots of friends, yeah? Because you're probably most of the time going to be single in your life, unless you've already got a partner. If you find out you're asexual and then, you know, it's when you're single, you're more likely to think twice about, you know, dating or being with someone who's not asexual, unless you don't mind sex. So it's really important that you get in touch with your own soul and being and self-date, because, you know, you might be missing out on all that fun that you think you're going to be having with someone else. But don't miss out. Date yourself. Do what you would do in a situation with a boyfriend, girlfriend or partner, but do that with you instead. So you're not waiting for years thinking, oh, my life's miserable because I've got no partner to go out with and do these things and share experiences with. You're sharing them with yourself. Do you see what I mean? It's so important. So, you know, I'm going to cinema, and the best thing about going to cinema on your own is you can choose what film to watch. So I'm crossing the road, so I've got to look. You can choose what film to watch. You can watch all the trailers completely through to the very end till the whole screen goes black and there's no more little bits reveals on the end of it. And you can just, you know, be comfortable in the fact that you've chosen a film that you're going to love. And if you don't love it, you've only peed yourself off. Do you see what I mean? You haven't peed anyone else off. There's no one else to worry about, no one else to think about. And all you have to do is really enjoy yourself and have a fabulous time. You know, it's really, really important that you take some time out. Now, when you first start self-dating, it can seem really, really odd and weird and strange. It can be like, well, everyone's going to watch me, or, you know, I can't do that because it's not the done thing. But that's simply not true. More and more single people are going out on their own these days, because you can't stop your whole life just waiting for that one person to come and share your life with so you can go out and do stuff. I mean, that's not living. That's just chaining yourself up, basically, and saying, well, I can't live and do things without another person. That's simply not true. You're a good person in your own right. You can do what the heck you want in your own right. And the more you do stuff in your own right, the more confidence you'll have, and the more energy you'll have, and the more vibrancy, and the more you'll feel alive. Yeah? If you look, picture this, you go to the cinema, you watch, you know, maybe you don't like the cinema, so if you don't like the cinema, go out and have a picnic or something. Go, you know, set a time and date specifically on your calendar. Like, I'm going to have a 2-hour picnic and I'm going to sit on in the park or something. It doesn't have to be like I like to do. It can be whatever you want it to be. But you have to set a time aside for you specifically to say, yeah, today I'm being with myself, I'm dating myself, I'm spending time with me, and I'm loving myself at the same time. So, you know, I know now I'm feeling really loved up, you know. It's like, oh, Sandra, you look beautiful. I'm like, thank you, honey. And you know, you've got to praise yourself, you've got to self-talk. Talk to yourself like you would want someone to talk to you on a date. Like, if you don't like people saying you look gorgeous or beautiful, then don't. But you should, because it's all about self-worth, and it's about raising your self-esteem, and it's about making you feel gorgeous about yourself. So it doesn't matter if no one's in your life, partner-wise, or no one's close to you, because you've got yourself. So, you know, I like, you know, I've got some glittery eyeshadow on. I don't usually wear much makeup, but I like glittery eyeshadow because the glitter reminds me of Disneyland, and I love Disneyland, and I'm a Disney girl, so the sparkly and the glitter just reminds me of magic and wonder, and it's really pretty. And I think a lot of young girls wear glittery eyeshadow, so I really like that. I've done my hair today, although because I'm walking really fast, it's kind of blowing in the wind, so you wouldn't much notice it. But I really like the way I've done my hair. I like the t-shirt I've got on. Like I said, it's good vibes only, so I'm feeling really good because I'm wearing a t-shirt that's basically saying that, you know, you've got to have good vibes, good vibrations, feeling great. So the t-shirt's, by what it says, is making me feel great. See, I'm a big believer in affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you say in the present tense as if you were living that life. So I wake up in the morning going, this is going to be a wonderful day, this is going to be an awesome day. I wake up every day saying, I'm happy being single, I'm very happy to be single, I'm extremely happy to be single. And by repeating those words to yourself in your head, you get used to it. You're like reprogramming your mind for being successful on your own as a single person. So it's really important that you do all this self-love, self-date and self-talk. I retrained myself years ago. I couldn't be on my own, I could not be in a relationship, and I ended up getting bad guy after bad guy after guy. But now I can be single. In fact, it's going to be hard for me if I ever get in a relationship with someone, because I'm so used to being single and on my own, and I love my single life. I really, really do, even though I'm a hugely romantic person and I desire the romance of kissing and cuddling. So I'm completely 50-50 split, because I 50% like really don't want a relationship because I'm happy being single, and I kind of like don't want that to be taken away from me. But at the same time, I'm 50% like, well, maybe I'm 60% happy being single and 40% wanting a relationship. Because right now I'm thinking relationship, and I'm like, no, maybe not. Too restrictive, too tying down. I didn't used to be like that, but I think it's got to be like someone I'm best friends with, who I've got on with for ages, because then it'll be naturally not much different to just being friends with them, if you know what I mean, but more romantic and more intimate. So it kind of like it'll be more natural, it won't be forced, and I'll be used to them and they'll be used to me. But yeah, try and get that, I think it's going to take a lot of years. So I'll just see what happens. But I don't want to end up with a guy who like just wants me to sit down and watch TV with him at weekends. I know some people love that, it's kind of super romantic, some people think, but I just think it's boring. You know, it's like I'm not living life. I'd rather be building a website and stuff like that. If I'm with a guy, I'd rather be going out with him. You know, for meals, cinema, active tension, talking about intellectual and stimulating things, you know, and just enjoying my time with them, but in a more productive and constructive and active way, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I'm a bit concerned about that at the moment, if I get with the wrong guy, and I don't want to, and I know I can choose what guy I get with, but you know what it's like as an asexual, you're kind of a bit limited. So you don't want to go for someone just because of the sake of it, they're around. You might really like someone, but they might be like not the same as you. I kind of really need someone who wants to develop themselves. So I'm at the cinema, nearly. You see? Let me spin around so you can see what I'm doing. So this is the cinema coming up, View Cinema. I've got to cross the road, so you'll have to excuse me while I cross the road in a minute. I love coming to the cinema in the morning as well, it's amazing. Oh, that's a nice motorbike. See, I like motorbikes even though I'm a girl. And this is what I'm going for. Look at this, this is a really good deal. This is Super Mondays at View Cinema. I don't know if you can see that, I don't think you can see that. Oh, there you can, just see it. Basically, it's $3.99 a movie, so it's really amazing. And yeah, these are like the film times. See, I'm going to see the 10, I don't think you can see that, the 10:40 performance of Skyscraper in the morning. And this is it. I've got to go in a minute, so I'll have to say goodbye. But you know, this is. See, I absolutely love going to cinema. Ooh. So anyway, I don't own the images, by the way, here. So anyway, I just want to say Love you all, and you're amazing. Don't ever forget it. Love yourself. Live your purpose, live your life, and be happy and content being you. And go out and have a self-date and enjoy yourself to the max. Lots of love. Take care. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Share it with all your friends. And I will see you on tomorrow's video. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe. I love having you as part of my community. It's so cool.